absolutely a place for learning assistants in engineering design environments. And I would say not just there's a place for them, there's a requirement for them. Right? The skill sets that they need are really different from a science or a physics class or a chemistry class or a math class. And here's a reason. If I think about what the role of the peer educator is in leading, say, a discussion section in a physics class, they're attending to, say, students' ideas. They're trying to make students comfortable in sharing their own ideas, in refining their own ideas. They're trying to get some conversation going, so on and so forth. But the class starts and the class ends, right? And then people move on to other things. And then they come back another week, there's a new topic, and the peer educators would engage the students in this new topic, so on and so forth, right? In the engineering course, however, the peer educators have to think about what are the technical difficulties that a team might be facing, right? But then they also got to think about, are there any process problems that are resulting in the technical difficulties? So for example, if a team is being unable to, say, use a sensor properly, right? And they're stuck, or they're like, oh, my sensor is not working, right? Is there a process flow problem in the sense of like, they might not have done research on that sensor previously, or for example, the other members in the team have not communicated with this member what that testing entails, right? Or this member was not part of those conversations that already happened, right? So there might be process-related things. Or for example, here's a sensor that is not working. It should not have been used in the first place at all. And so did the team undergo the process of thinking about what are all the different sensors I should be using before deciding on this sensor and buying it, and then, oh my God, like it's not working the way we want it to, right? So did they engage in the brainstorming process, or did they skip that part and go with the first idea? So essentially, when somebody is encountering a technical problem, the peer educator has to think, is this a technical issue? Is this a design process issue? Or is this a human a human communications issue, right? Or something else in the team is going down where this person is not being able to work with the sensor because they're pissed off at the team for some reason, and that is the unresolved issue, right? So what looks like a technical problem could actually be a process problem or a human problem. And now imagine a peer educator having to diagnose this, not just what is the best technical solution to this technical hiccup that has occurred in their own classroom. The second is time. So a peer educator would have to think about, like, this is a long-term project that they're executing. The way I approach and I'm helping this person now will have consequences for both the technical aspect that they're working on, but it'll also have consequences for process and human aspects. And those are long-term running. So whatever the peer educator is doing in, say, week 6 is going to affect how the team is functioning in week 12. And so the peer educator has to think carefully, am I equipping the team with resources so that they can navigate these challenges on an ongoing basis so that the process doesn't break down by week 12? And they have to think about this long-term engagement with the students. Not only that, hey, today we did circuits, tomorrow we do this, or the next week we talk about mechanics, really. So the struggles are really different, which means that the kinds of things that they're noticing and the kinds of things that they're responding to are different between an engineering design classroom and, say, a physics or a chemistry lecture classroom. Which means that to some extent their perceptual skills have to really expand in how they are noticing. Their diagnosis skills have to really expand in how, when they are taking in perceptual information of something is broken, how do I diagnose it? And then their responding skills have to expand in some sense to think about, should I in this particular moment respond to the technical aspect, process aspect, human aspect, or all three? And if all three, in what order? How should I go about this thing?